Brad's wife, the internet historian. Brad's wife, the internet historian. Brad's wife, the internet historian. Internet historian. Brad's wife. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Dodongo's Cavern. And today, we're going to be watching Brad's wife. Literally watching her. By the internet historian. History shall repeat itself. So let's get into it.
Sponsored by Dashlane. February 27th, 2017. A woman comes home to deliver her husband some bad news. She has been fired from her job at Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel, Cracker Barrel, Cracker Barrel. Okay.
They gave no reason. The husband, Brad, embraces her. A tear rolls down her cheek. Brad's hands tighten into fists. 11 years of service, he whispers under his breath. Ninette, fetch me the computer. To say I'm pissed off would be an understatement. After 11 years of service, those lowlifes at Cracker Barrel let my wife go. I would really like to know why. And those of you who know me these days know that I will find out. In the meantime, if any of you would also like to know, please go to their Facebook page and ask them. This old boy is storming. And
This old boy is storming.
with that, he put his arm around her neck, and they fell asleep together on the couch. A week passes. It's Brad's birthday. Hey, Nanette, has there been any word back yet on why you're fired? This old boy is still storming.
This old boy is still storming. I don't know why. This is hilarious, though. And it's a Cracker Barrel. Do they even have those in Great Britain? It's like, I'm not sure, but I know they have them here in Texas. It's like okay, but I'm loving the British voice though. This old boy is still storming. Okay.
Shook her head. Outrageous. Nanette, fetch me the computer.
Like I said, cam girl on the back.
Make another Facebook post. Today is my birthday. Why did you fire my wife? Now we wait. Don't forget your cake. Brad squinted his eyes, made a wish, and blew. He put his arm around Nanette, and again, they fell asleep together on the couch.
Brad squinted his eyes.
As they dreamed, something special happened. A miracle of sorts. People started joining in. People saw the post, then semi-sarcastically also began demanding answers. Then more joined in. Then more.
You monsters fired Brad's wife.
Justice for Brad's wife. 11 years. Release Brad's wife.
The temple.
Okay, why do I have the feeling this is like she wasn't even working at Cracker Barrel the whole time, like at all? Like, why do I have the feeling that's what it's coming to? It's like, oh, when this guy finds out what she was really doing, I think that's whenever the story's really gonna get good. Sorry, I like stories like this, especially when they have, oh, why did you fire Brad's wife? Like, come on, you can pretty much tell anybody anything with a British accent. It's like, oh, never mind, I'm not going to say it. Oh, you're such a
Cunt.
you're such a
Cunt.
But, oh, it's so charming. Did you hear that accent? He called me a
Cunt.
girl.
My baby passed away 11 months ago.
You see, I'm sorry, man. My baby passed away 11 months ago, so I'm going to have to get on. Yes? All right. like it ain't shit. Like, oh, his baby passed away. It's like, oh, it's so terrible, so terrible. Did you see how charming he was? He was British. That mentality. Do we sound like that? There's the question. Do we sound like that to other countries? It's like, did you hear that American accent? Oh God, girl. It's like, is that how it is? I honestly don't think. I think we have like one of the driest accents you could have in the world. You know what I mean? There's so many other better accents to have than American one. That's why it's so easy to duplicate, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you'll say something about it. Back to the Cracker Barrel and Brad's wife. Brad's wife. I'm sorry. Brad's wife.
Played of the joke was simple and spreadable. Promoting desserts, are we? Brad's wife used to love desserts. New item on the menu. Brad's wife would have made it twice.
Just forget the rest of that sentence. New item on the menu. Brad's wife. not not Brad's wife would have made it, but new item on the menu. Brad's wife. Hold on. Watch.
Template of the joke was simple and spreadable. Promoting desserts, are we? Brad's wife used to love desserts. New item on the menu. Brad's wife would have made it twice as good. Today we remember 9/11. Brad's wife used to love 9. It spread from their Facebook to their Twitter to their Instagram to all of their social media platforms. But this wasn't your usual raid by 4chan. This was something different. An army of mostly boomers putting cracker over the barrel. It was the mums and dads of middle America leading the charge. And Brad was there as the standard bearer. He embraced the meme. Why did you fire my wife? He repeated. Please share, he demanded. Soon there was nothing that Cracker Barrel could post that wouldn't immediately be turned into a discussion about the plight of poor men. As always, a petition is started and goes nowhere. And once that failed, the calls started rolling in.
Hi, I have a quick question for you guys.
Yeah.
Why did you guys fire Brad's wife?
So, I guess what I'm asking is if you would just go ahead and hire her back, and then we can just pretend like this whole thing didn't happen.
And what's a good harassment campaign without a soundtrack?
You just fired her on Brad's birthday.
Where's the justice for Brad's wife? If you wanna have your greatest
Oh my f***ing God! Really? Songs for Brad's wife? That kind of disgusts me. All right, you know what? Since we're doing songs for Brad's wife, even though I'm completely against it, I've just been convinced over here to write an AI song. I'm not going to write it myself. The AI is going to write it for me, but I will enter in the lyrics. Brad's wife. So let's see how the rest of this story turns out, because I think now it's going to get interesting. People are starting to protest and call in, so we're going to see where this is going. For real, for real.
It was just the beginning. Other companies saw this meme and decided to add fuel to the fire. On social media, they were posting about Brad's wife. In IRL, they were putting up signs promoting Brad's wife. And that prompted the news to get involved.
More teens are having
Coverage from people Washington Post.
More teens are having. Okay.
And many.
I love how they just slipped that one in there. Like that was like the picture of the dick in Fight Club. So yeah.
Many more. That's when things really started to spread out into the streets. People made posters, signs, and t-shirts. And they even started visiting the restaurant just to ask about Brad's wife.
Who's Brad?
Well, Brad's not important, but his wife, they fired her after 11 years of service.
I don't know what you're talking about.
After 11 years. On his birthday.
I heard about that. That's terrible.
Yeah, and now there's a wait time in here.
How long?
Oh, it's a long time. Because Brad's wife in here.
Because Brad's wife in here.
Brad could see that things were spiraling out of control.
Jesus
He
Christ.
called on the troops not to harass the local chain. The firing was a corporate decision. Good morning. I still have not heard from said company, but I would like everyone to remember that some very good people work for them. So if you want answers, please direct questions to the Home Office. They're the ones who fired my wife. But it did little to temper things down.
You fired Brad's wife? You shall be on fire.
What the hell
So
is
in all
going
this time,
on?
Brad still hadn't heard back from the company, and we feared that we'd never get answers. But one smooth talker succeeded in getting a few details by pretending to be a manager from the corporate office.
Listen, I got this email from my boss.
By pretending to be a manager from the corporate office. $5 said he acted like he was British. Yes, this is Reginald from the corporate office. I'd like to know why Brad's wife was fired. This has been such an upheaval here lately, and we can't really deal with this anymore, so...
Today stating something about Brad's wife. Do you know her personally?
Yes, sir, she was my boss.
And that's when she spilled the beans.
Oh, I was wrong.
I think it was, she was kind of a softie, sir.
Now, from here we could have just called it a day. But here's the thing about boomer humor. They don't know how to let a joke go. Once something is funny, it remains funny to them for years. And that doesn't spell good news for Cracker Barrel's social media. So, that's what the future holds for Cracker Barrel. Years more of #Brad's wife. But what about for poor Nanette? Well, there's good news. It turns out that a lot of those offers by other businesses to hire Brad's wife weren't entirely sarcastic. 11 years of service? Come on in for an interview. Dozens and dozens of real offers started rolling in. Suddenly, Brad's wife had her pick, and she could work pretty much anywhere she wanted. And that, roughly speaking, is where the story ends. You can still visit Cracker Barrel today, and the top comment will still be some dumb shit about firing Brad's wife. But that doesn't matter, because better than an answer, Brad got his wife a new job, and this old boy could finally rest. The storm had passed. Ad time. You go to log into your...
You had time. I'm a bit disappointed with this one. This is not where I was thinking it was going to go. I wanted something better. I wanted something juicy. I want him to say, oh, your wife was never working here. Instead, she was on the corner, 57th and 3rd. You know, it was like, yeah, we saw her. She was right there. It's like, we didn't fire her. It just so happens we told her to leave the location. Yeah, disappointed with this one, but it kept me entertained. I'm not going to lie. So, you know, you like this kind of content, you know what to do. Thank you and have a good night.
Get back in the corner.
Get back in the corner. Back in the cage.
Oh shit.
Brad's got a fire in his eyes that's burning. Cracker Barrel's got him churning. Posted online, his anger spread wide. Now the whole world took his side. People chanting Brad's battle cry. Post go viral, touching sky high. Nobody knew the hidden fact to ponder. Brad's wife's job on a street corner wonder. Oh, Brad,